Hello and welcome! Happy War Dragons Tuesday! This is the first featured Dragon Lord event we are having, and today I am hosting FieryxFury. Hello Pepperoni! Hello everybody! We have our Potatopedia here with us today. Alright. Morian! Hello! Hello, hello! Alright, alright. Alright, so let's just get going. Would you like to introduce yourself? I already introduced you, but I know you have a few names you go by. Please introduce yourself and maybe start off with how long you have been playing War Dragons, and also, how did you first find War Dragons?
Okay, this is gonna be my story. So I started playing, I guess, 3 years and a half ago. Yeah, I joined after the Netflix season, and I used to play this other game at first, Game of War, but basically I quit it because it really went downhill. So a couple of my friends suggested this game. Eventually, I downloaded it, I joined, and then started my dragon stuff.
Awesome. You are breaking up a little bit, unfortunately. Did you guys hear that okay? Are we okay? I know, technical difficulties.
Oh no. Not again.
I know, it's okay. It just broke up a bunch. We can hear what you hear. It's the internet. Oh well.
Oh no. Should I try to fix it again?
What do you think?
my
What do you guys
God.
think? I know. It's a bit echoey. I know. We were having that problem
Is it
earlier and I
working?
thought it went away. Ah!
Let me see if switching works.
All right. We have the potato. At least it looks adorable. Yeah, I know. She comes through really clear occasionally.
Does it work now?
It sounds great.
Yay! Yay, okay.
There's a little echo on me, but like we won't even worry about it.
Should I try to see?
No,
if
I think it's fine. I think it just comes and goes.
Okay. Alright, great. So I see an actual potato.
Yes. The potato is beautiful.
I can't believe I went through that. Should I just do a face reveal now?
Do we think we're okay? I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Okay, I know you okay. You were breaking up so bad. You said you were playing if it's an internet lag, the video is taking up the bandwidth. You could kill the video altogether and just go mic.
Okay. No face reveal,
But
guys.
we love the potato. All right, let's get out of here. Hold on, just go, Mike. Take a quick screenshot. I don't know.
Is it still acting up?
You sound pretty clear.
Yay. Okay.
Okay, so maybe let's just start over. Thanks everybody for bearing with us for the first time and technical difficulties.
Let's do it.
Okay, so starting from scratch, how did you discover War Dragons and how long have you been playing?
So I've been playing for like 3 years and a half. I started playing last week of Netflix season.
The last week of Netflix?
Yes, I missed him. I'm so sad. I've always wanted to fly that dragon. But I used to play another game before this one, game before, and let's just say it went downhill. I ended up winning. Some of my friends from that game started board dragons. They told me to come along and play, so I did, and then started my board dragons journey.
That is so exciting. So you
Yeah.
stumbled on War Dragons because of other friends you had in just the gaming community in general.
Basically, yeah. I
That,
think I saw some ads for it and always thought it was really cool, but the ads are not true to nature.
okay, so what league are you currently in and what team are you playing on?
I'm in Diamond 1. I'm an officer on Top Gun DD. It's a pretty fun team. Pretty great family. I've been here for like at least 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
In Diamond?
Yeah. It's crazy. Although I joined, we were like, Sapphire, but we gradually made it into Diamond. So yeah, it's been over 2 years in Diamond.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you talk about what it's like to be in Diamond? I personally have never been in Diamond. And I think Sapphire is a lot.
You know, I don't think Diamond is as glamorous as people think it is. If anything, first of all, leave chat. I usually stay out of there because it is like a tragedy story. I'm not even kidding. It's so bad there. Other than that, I've actually debunked a couple of diamond myths through the times because people have some weird views about diamond. Like, does anyone here have any weird ideas about diamond that I can debunk, for example?
Real quick question. You're on your laptop?
Yes.
Since we're not doing video, can I have you call right back on your phone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's try. Let's just try. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Sorry, you guys. I want it to be as clear as possible. She has awesome things to say, and we want to actually hear it. Okay, so when she comes back, she's coming back. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Are we good to go?
Oh my god, you sound amazing.
Yay! Okay.
Oh my god, so much better. Like 100 times better.
Yeah, my laptop sucks. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just glad to have you here, and even though we're fumbling through this, we're doing it as best as we can.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, she has a very lovely voice. Zach in chat says you have a lovely voice.
Thank you, Zach. He's a teammate, actually.
Oh, yay! Hello, teammate Zach. Okay, so you were talking about your experience and that you would like to either potentially debunk or any ideas people might have about Diamond, I believe is what you were saying. It was really hard. It was very choppy.
Yeah. I've heard, like, a lot of people in lower leagues have asked me, so does this happen in Diamond? Does that happen in Diamond? I'm like, what? No, these are just myths. So does anyone here have any myths I can possibly debunk?
Hello.
Oh no.
No, you sound great. Nobody's asking anything.
Do you hear me now?
No, you sound amazing.
Something, okay.
No, I just want people to ask. I don't even know what myths would be about Diamond at this point.
One of the ones that spring to mind is that Dread is always on top. No one ever beats them. I mean, they're pretty awesome, but sometimes they take events off, so they're not technically always on top, if you get what I mean.
Right. So other people do get to win.
But yeah, no hate to Dread, by the way. Lovely people there.
Definitely. Does everyone in Diamond have horns?
Horns.
Ooh.
I would not be surprised if there are people that have horns.
Does everyone in D1 argue about pineapple pizza?
Oh my god, Zach, not again.
Is everyone in D1 a whale?
No. Nope, not at all. My team, for example, we just have a lot of hoarders and grinders, so we do amazing. Not that many whales.
Pineapple pizza fan here, by the way. Okay. So, you've been playing for a while now, and you have been kind of like at the top for a while now as well. What keeps you playing?
Okay. This is gonna come as a bit of a shock because a lot of people are dated, but I still enjoy the game. And other than that, I have a lot of friends that I've made over the years, so it's definitely still fun, you know, socializing with them and stuff. Other than that, I think some of the work I do for the community also.
Some of the work you do for the community also contributes to that? Did we lose her? Are you here?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Did I cut out?
Yes. But
Oh,
you're
no.
back. But you're back. So the last thing we heard was some of the work you do for the community, I believe you were saying like contributes to you
Yeah.
sticking around as well.
Yeah, because I love helping people out. There's a lot of misinformation out there, or there's a lot of stuff that people don't know about. So I like teaching people. So I guess that does contribute to me staying around, you know?
Definitely. And I agree with you. I still enjoy the game as well and feel the same way as you, like to help people.
Yeah. If anything, actually, I had a team building experience. I had a couple, but the most notable one, at the time, a lot of people hadn't tried Atlas yet. So we would, like, while we were trying to build, obviously we had recruiting issues. So we would take on anyone, even if they had no Atlas experience. And I would sometimes spend hours on end on call.
I think we lost you again. You would spend hours on end. Her mystic potato powers, yes, blocking the signal. We lost you again.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh no.
But
Where'd
you're
you lose
back.
me?
Yes.
Yes.
You were on. You would have to spend time on the phone, hours on end.
Yes. I taught people Atlas from scratch.
That's
On the
amazing.
phone for hours. Yeah. Was one of my favorite memories, actually.
That's so helpful. Everybody who helps mentor people that are like early in the game are just amazing people, and I still remember the ones that mentored me.
Yeah.
So that's super cool that you did that, and I'm sure people still think highly of you for that alone, needless to say, like all the other things that you do. Okay, so what are your favorite dragons? Okay, this is kind of like a two-part question. So what are your favorite dragon types to fly? And then also, what are like 2 or 3 favorite dragons that you've had since you've started?
Oh, that is tough. Okay, so first of all, it is no secret I'm a hunter slash invoker flyer, so I'm biased to them. As for favorite dragons, that's a tough one. What did I have fun flying? Can I'm gonna put Noctua and Nocturne in one category as one dragon.
I think that's totally fair.
Am I still around?
I think we didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. So
Noctua, Nocturne. We got that.
Yeah. And I think another favorite was probably Idzani, although I didn't get to fly it for long, unfortunately. A third dragon. Let's say Sylphin. He was the discount sorcerer from Pathox season. I really enjoyed that dragon.
Awesome. Awesome. I just want to give a couple thank yous to a few follows that just happened. Thank you. Oh my gosh, hold on. Thank you, Angela, for the follow. Thank you, Raymal, for the follow. Hello and welcome. Okay. What are some of, I mean, I know you said that helping people learn Atlas was a really memorable moment for you. What are any other fond, memorable moments that really stand out to you in your time playing War Dragons?
I think one of my memorable moments was also starting my channel and kind of just seeing how well received it was. Like,
by the way, here is her YouTube link for anyone who does not already follow her. Head on over to her YouTube and give her a follow. Subscription, I guess it's called on YouTube. You might have cut out at the end of that, NG, but being well received on your channel and getting started with that was what we heard.
Was what?
Starting your channel and being well received. Did you say more after that?
No, I'm just trying to remember other moments.
Okay.
Nothing else comes to mind. I think that's mainly another one of those moments. Just the entire team building experience of that one team I talked about before, Scales of Fire, where I taught people stuff.
Yeah.
And my channel. I think those are mostly some of my most memorable moments. I guess getting invited to factions.
Yeah, that's awesome too. How long have you been in the factions? I don't think we're hearing you if you're talking.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been in gameplay faction?
So I started by being Early Birds, which is lesser known faction. I originally applied to gameplay faction though, but then we merged. So when did the merge happen? I think it happened.
I'm not sure if you cut out or if you're thinking.
No. What's the last thing you heard?
You heard the merge. It was about the merge, and when did the merge happen? And then nothing.
I think yeah, that's it. I think it was around 2.5 months ago.
Oh, okay. That's so exciting.
It is.
Congrats.
Time has flown. Thank you.
So I didn't have this question written down to ask you, but I did want to ask you. So I know you do the sequencing for like mythic ammo.
Yeah.
That is, first of all, so cool. I got my first mythic ammo because of it. So like, how did you get into doing that, and what is that process like for you?
Okay, so the process of sequencing and how it's like.
Yeah, like that seems super time consuming, and like how did you get into it?
To be blunt, it is horrible. but I will always continue to do it because it is tough. It's actually funny how I even got into it because I did not think it was gonna be a thing. I literally just I wanted to
You didn't even think it was going to be a thing. Last we heard. A lot of cliffhangers. I know, right? I'm imagining she's really far away. I'm not sure where she's from, but I think that is part of probably the issue. Oh, I heard a second of sound. I super want to know.
Oh my god, is it working? Is it working?
We hear you now. We hear you now.
Yay. Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear everything I said?
No, definitely not.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Morian was like,
Basically-
lots of cliffhangers.
Okay, basically, I wanted a mythic ammo, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna try to sequence because unfortunately Orca's predictor no longer works due to them changing where the files are for sequence.
Uh-oh, you just cut out again. Well, the phone is still better than the computer was doing. Hi, Remal. Oh, hello?
Is it working?
Now I hear you. It's so weird. Like, you sound so perfect, and then it just literally drops off. So,
I hate my internet.
so you wanted your own mythic ammo, and you decided to do sequencing because Orca Frost's calculator, I believe is what you said. Whatever the predictor wasn't working anymore. Okay.
Unfortunately. So then I decided to collect data. I put stuff together and
You put stuff together, you collected data, and then you set out and did it. Beautiful.
Yes.
And then
it
how did
it got popular?
Because people found out that you had done it and it was successful?
Yeah, at first it was just a little project in Hunter Chat online, but then I took it to forums, so it got a little more large scale.
Yes, definitely. And everybody, of course, that flies hunters wants mythic ammo.
Yeah, funny because at first I didn't even have a mythic ammo for the longest time. So everyone was getting mythic ammos and I was just watching in agony.
Right. Mine took forever, even with your amazing sequencing, just because, like, I was so far away from it, you know, with not enough chests. Every time.
It sucks. But I'm so glad that it helped people. So many people messaged me like, I love you. They had no mythic ammo whatsoever for, I don't know, like 4 years of playing. And then they're like, now I suddenly have like 3, which is amazing. I'm so happy for everyone that gets them.
That is awesome.
Yeah. The process itself, though, it's overwhelming because you have a lot of people sending stuff, which isn't what bothers me most. What bothers me is that once the event starts, I instantly sometimes get people asking me, do you have the sequence? No, I don't pull it out of thin air, guys. I try my best. So, you know, those messages do.
They're not helpful. And they need to learn some patience.
Yeah, and other than that, it does frustrate me sometimes when people ask the same questions. I have to repeat myself over and over. Like, I made a video about it, I wrote a guide. So it's also a bit taxing at times, but I guess I'm patient.
Yes, very. Thank you so much for your hard work with that.
I'm just glad it helps.
So a personal question, not too personal though. When you're not playing War Dragons, what do you like to do with your free time?
I love to sleep lately. But other than that, I've been hanging around with people lately. I don't know, like I've also been hanging around a lot with my family lately, binge watching things. I sometimes take up some of my hobbies. I don't know, like it's a lot of stuff. There's all kinds of different stuff I do.
You have a full life.
To some extent. As full a life as COVID allows.
Of course.
It is so depressing. I hate staying. You know, I'm an introvert to some extent.
You're an introvert to some extent. And then we cut off. Last we heard
Did I
is
cut out?
last we
Did I
heard
cut-
yeah, you cut out. Last we heard is you're an introvert to some extent.
Oh no. To some extent, yeah. So I do like being alone to some extent, but I also like having the option to go out. Unfortunately, COVID constrained that, so it feels like I'm so locked in, which really sucks.
I completely hear you on that.
I just want life to go back to normal. I just want to not have to wear a mask because I like smiling at people. And it's not the same seeing their expression through their eyes. Like, I want people to see me smile. I want to see people smile at me. I want human interaction.
Yes, I completely agree with you. Seeing other
Yeah.
people's smiles is so nice. I love it.
It is. It can be so uplifting to people's days as well. Like, they could be having a really bad day, and you being nice to them, you smiling at them would just make their entire day.
Right, I agree. Spreading happiness,
Got
even
it.
with just a smile.
Yeah, positivity. Yeah. I try to do that on the forums, but we all know what happens.
You know, thankfully, as far as the forums go, like my featured Dragon Lords post was kind of like my first big one, right? And like someone still said something poopy, right? But like
Exactly.
everybody like posted positive stuff about it, right? And like came to the defense, which was like really nice. I was like really surprised so many people like came to defense. And I was just like, you know, even though there's one poopy person, there are 10 more amazing people for every poopy person.
Honestly, not surprised at all that people have that reaction because what you're doing is amazing. This is fun. Like, I like that this is over stream rather than written. There's a lot more I don't know. It's a lot more personal. It's a lot more the word escapes me right now, but it's a lot better.
Like intimate. And then people can just listen to it and don't have to read. And plus hearing your voice, right? Like the voice is special. And reading people's words, you might have different inflections when you read, you know? I don't know.
What, can you say that again? Sorry?
Oh, I was saying that first of all, hearing your voice, like that's really special. And then it's I think sometimes nicer, right, to like hear you rather than read your words. And that's just like more intimate, if that makes sense.
It's more real, yes. It's just a lot more. It is more intimate. It's more real. It's more upfront and personal, which is great, especially if you're trying to get to know someone.
Agree. So, how did you get to be so knowledgeable about war dragons?
Let's see. So, first of all, I really love learning stuff. And if I'm passionate about something,
We lost her. All right, we've got the last line. I wonder, I bet she can't hear me when she cuts out. She is really far away. Probably, I believe, not on this, she is not on this continent. So She cuts out, and then we just remind her where she was at. Yes, if you'd like to support her channel, please click on that YouTube link that Pepperoni just posted and give her a follow on YouTube. Subscribe. Yeah, we're talking through Discord. Yes, Rose. Hello, you're back.
Yeah. Oh no.
We didn't hear anything. So what we heard was you like learning and pretty much, yeah, the beginning of what you started saying.
Yeah. When I'm passionate about something, I tend to excel. So back to the very start of my War Dragons journey, I was in a certain team, but it was pretty inactive. No one really knew what they were doing. It wasn't going anywhere. So this one time I went into LC. I met this person that actually thought I was the alt of an experienced player, because I seemed to know what I was doing, but obviously I did not have enough info. Did you hear all that so
Yes.
far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay, I'm just gonna check.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So then he said he could teach me more, but there is a catch. I would have to join his team, which is a bit of a twisted way to recruit someone, but it worked eventually. I gave in and I joined his team. He then invited me to line help chats. Am I still there?
You're
Am I
still here.
Are you still
Doing great. Still here.
I joined line help chats. Back then, there were a lot of them. They were super active. There was always an influx of info, and my brain was basically a sponge that soaked it all up. And other than that, it's just been experience through the years, I suppose.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. So Zach says, ask her about her grinding strategy. Like, how does one grind to get to Diamond 1?
Okay, be more specific. Like, is there like a specific event or something people would like to know about?
I don't know.
No.
That's just
because I have a lot of optimization strategies. I was also going to make videos about them at some point when I stop being so busy. We can talk about PvP.
Sure. Let's start there.
I went through a lot of phases. Is connection still good?
Yes. Good job.
Okay,
Good job
because
checking.
It was giving me the banner. Yeah, it was giving me a banner. So I went through a lot of phases, starting with grinding out normals, then grinding out supers with 3 inner fires. I just couldn't find that balance for the longest time until I tried doing supers with 1 inner fire, and that just hit the sweet spot for me. It balanced out my energy and inner fire usage. Is it still working?
Yes, you're still here.
Okay. It balanced out my energy and inner fire usage, and ever since I started adopting that strategy, I've been able to hit way up, like milestone wise, which has helped me obtain more resources over time, grow more, and have even more resources to later put into PvP, etc. So it's a bit of a cycle. And another reason why the supers with 1 inner fire work so well is because you end up getting more chests that you'll later open. So it is all really intertwined.
That sounds like great strategy to know. No, you're here. That was great. That was great.
Okay.
Pepperoni says, Diamond 1 PvP sounds scary. And then Zach said, not as scary as you think. Depends on where your team wants to end up.
Mm-hmm.
What are the scores like?
Well, my team had like 8.5-ish million this PvP, and we were 4th in Diamond 1.
So, average on your team, would you say a lot of people hit like the end prizes of like the 700K, 529K?
No, I was the only one that did that. I was the only one that did 700K. We had one person that hit 529, a couple people that hit 409k. It really ranged, but I think it depends on the PvP. If it's a PvP we like Temple Raid, we will really go out there. If it's one we hate, like Kingdom Wars, it is rare to even see someone go beyond the 8 out of 8 team achievement, if I'm honest.
Joe asks, are the requirements really stiff for diamond teams?
I think it depends on the team. I think my team is more relaxed compared to other teams in terms of requirements. Because, as I said before, we're not a team of spenders. We're hoarders, grinders. We are super active, so we do well. So, I can't remember what the minimum level is, but over 500, like basically have max dragons. Some good points to have are being a good flyer to hold your own, being Atlas active, doing fairly okay in events, or like fitting in, average wise. But sometimes if someone excels in one area compared to another, that can really vouch for them, etc. I don't know about other diamond teams though, if I'm honest.
Would you say on average you think diamond teams you need to be a level 500 or higher?
Yeah, Diamond 1 at least. I don't know about Diamond 2 because here's the thing. In my humble opinion, being in Diamond doesn't mean as much as it did maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago, it used to be that really strong teams would be in Diamond. It was an actual scary place. But then I feel like over time, it kind of morphed into, okay, we warred too hard, we accidentally won this war and ended up in Diamond, and we're just rolling with it. It might also have to do with some of the really stronger teams disbanding over time. So I don't know. Like, I don't feel like Diamond is as scary as it once was. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's really not that scary.
What would you say? What are like a few things that we have a few new people that hang out in my streams. What are some things that you wish you knew when you first started the game?
For one, definitely the thing about line help chats. I wish I knew about that. Well, I was lucky enough to come across them, but a lot of people don't know about them. They were a really good source of energy. Information. But unfortunately, I don't think they're as active anymore. So maybe another place people can go is the forums to ask questions if they have any. There will be trolls, but at the same time, there are helpful people that will help you. Other than that, this is not really a gameplay question as much as it's a more human kind of perspective tip. If you're in a team and you're in leadership and the team stresses you out and you feel like you're burning out, you're losing enjoyment in the game, you can't actually play the game because you're too busy with political stuff, I would consider going to another team just so you can breathe and actually grow and enjoy the game. This is something I've done in the past that worked wonders for me. I've advised friends to do the same. It's worked wonders for them as well. At the end of the day, it is a game. You can still stay in contact with your friends, but I think, at least if progression is your goal, you should really aim to be in a good environment to help you flourish.
Yeah.
What other tips?
That was super great advice, by the way. I've totally been through that where I was leading a team and then it just got to be too much after so long.
I totally hear you.
Yeah, just going back to being a player and just literally just having fun. It's amazing because you do. You just all of a sudden you're having fun and it's stress-free.
Yeah. You're not carrying a team anymore.
Exactly.
You don't need to carry the burden of 49 other people on your shoulders. it breaks your back eventually.
Rose Phoenix wants to know if it's okay with you if I pull up your base.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
And then
It could be better. It's gonna be better in the future, but I was fixing it.
So she also asked, and if this hasn't been asked already, has she changed her base, and how has she changed her base to adjust for the newer meta dragons?
I didn't. Well, okay. I used to have an archer and a trebuchet on my base. I know, shocking. They were max. It was a meme for a long time on the forums. Basically, my base plan goes back to the days of Axie, and when every dragon and its mother had some kind of elemental shield thing. So my idea was having an archer and a trebuchet to kind of counter that. And I went for it and went with that for a long time. My end game plan was moving to mid-long eventually and having a dark flag on Island 5 and a trebuchet on 4, staggering stunts, etc. But along the way, obviously, the metagame changed. So merging and transformation has been a really helpful tool in that regard because I just turned them to lightnings once I was able to have a fully functional 15 tower base. And now moving forward, what I want to do is experiment and get a cosmic Ori on my base, move the Howie to Island 5 actually, and remove that pylon and take it to 6 for some new island at some point. But yeah, that's about it. The problem with experimenting with your base is that moving runes around is so expensive, and I have really good runes on my base, so I don't want to go broke. It would take me probably minimum 50k rubies just to move my runes around, so I'm not paying that. So kind of just trying to work around it without moving runes.
I totally feel you. Totally feel you. So looking at your base, you don't have the new tower. How do you feel about the new tower? The cosmic array.
Yeah, I actually had a review video about it. I think it's badass. Like even from an attacker's perspective, it is challenging. It definitely is challenging. It's probably on the OP side, but it is genuinely the first tower in a very long time that has felt like a challenge for me to fly against. And I like that. I like that you can shoot people down easier with it on a base. Now, is it a must-have? In my opinion, no. You can survive without it. It's just going to be tougher to take dragons down. So it's in the nice-to-have category, in my opinion.
Do you think you'll have more than one?
Ooh. The perch zone. No, there isn't that restriction. Oh my god, sorry. I think there should be a restriction though for Oris. I think it should be restricted like Howies because it's very OP right now. I don't know if I'm gonna have more than one in the future, but it's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, if you're a really good flyer, you can use it to your advantage. I have used it to my advantage before where I would purposefully leave it behind so I can speed myself along later. So, pros and cons.
Awesome. What would you say are some of your current goals in the game?
Do I even have goals?
I know that's a hard question, right?
Yeah. I think I just really want to help improve the game as much as I can, which I guess I'm trying to do in GPF. I think us as GPFers are trying to do the best that we can given restrictions. PG are actually working well enough with us, I would say. Which is why I often defend them on the forums, because sometimes I think people are being a little bit unfair. So yeah, I think I just want to make it a more enjoyable experience for people. Other than that, maybe in the long term, if I end up getting a creators faction or something for my YouTube channel, one thing I would really love to do is weekly giveaways and stuff to kind of just give back to supporters.
Definitely.
I think that's basically the two stuff I'd most likely want to do.
Awesome. All right.
Seems my connection has gotten better.
Yes, I know.
Yay!
We haven't had an issue in a while.
Yay! Not
Yay.
gonna jinx it.
I know.
People missed out on face reveal because of my connection.
I know.
Written in the stars.
At least I got to see.
Yeah. I mean, I could try to turn on video, but I'm scared I'd break it. So
Maybe wait till the end if you want to.
I could do that. I could do that. I could definitely do that.
Perfect. Joe asks, I don't know if you would know this question, but he asks, do the developers rely a lot on input from the Diamond League players for the direction of the game?
No, I don't think there's any sort of bias. Of course, I don't know everything they monitor, but in terms of player feedback, there's a lot of voices across all kinds of different leagues on the forums. Same goes for GPF. We have people from Diamond, we have people from Sapphire, we have people from Platinum, we have people from all kinds of leagues. So I would say generally the game is well represented in different parts of the game.
Yeah, I would say obviously it's in their best interest to keep their, whales and people that do spend happy, but also like for the game to have longevity and continue living, they still need to attract new players and keep the game fun for,
exactly,
smaller levels.
People seem to have this myth that, oh my god, PG are money money grabbers, screw them. No, like, yes, they're a business, sure, they want to make money, but honestly, they're not as bad as people think, at least in my opinion. But then again, I do get to see a bit of a behind-the-scenes perspective, which I'm very fortunate to be able to see. It's unfortunate people don't see that same perspective. But I would say it helps me empathize more with PG.
Definitely. I don't have a ton of questions left. If you could only fly one dragon for the rest of forever, what one would you pick?
Oh my god, that is tough, because the meta is always changing. That is so tough. Okay, I think two dragons that can probably indefinitely survive if they had a rainbow stone would be Icaros and Calivor. I'd probably opt for Calivor because it's faster than Icaros, but gosh, Icaros is pretty unstoppable if you fly him really well. I just don't have the patience most of the time. But I do also love Krelos. That thing can do magical stuff, even defended. It's a tough choice.
Right? I like the speed.
Yeah. I especially love him in Gauntlet, where I use him for PvP. I always get a hit in, which is amazing in a Diamond 1 team that just refunds you all the time during Gauntlet. He is pretty solid if you know how to operate with him.
Zach asks, and I totally agree with you on what you were saying. Zach asks, how does one get better at flying certain dragon types? What advice does she have for this? So maybe you go through each type on like how to get better with them. That is a great question. So great, I'm gonna write it down.
I would actually, rather than talking about specific dragons, I'm gonna give it an overview. My advice would be to pick up one difficult dragon throughout your War Dragons journey. It doesn't have to be plenty. Just one is enough. And really, really master it. What that does is it gives you so much skill, and you will find that later on when you try to fly other stuff, you automatically have all the skill. So overall, your flying gets better. I think the dragon that did that for me was maybe Noctua, because Hasset Hasset and I did not get along at all. Reverses are not my friend. So I would fly Noctua instead, and it taught me a lot, like shooting on the turn, blinking, stuff like that. So overall, my skill increased. Other than that, just practice a lot. Do not get discouraged. We all fail. People tell me I'm a good flyer from my videos, but I fail too. I face blonde a lot, and I make a point to show my fails too on my channel, just to show people that you should not be discouraged whatsoever. So yeah, as I said, I would pick up at least one difficult dragon and really master it. Other than that, I think hitting up also really helps. Hitting defended a lot also helps. I think that's pretty much it. Just practice makes perfect. Never get discouraged.
Thank you. That was awesome. Rose wants to know, she said, so she got
Right.
Icaros so far. Is she getting Quasar
Mhm.
too?
Yeah, I decided because I want a lot out of this season, and after I get what I want, I'm gonna be so close to Quasar that I decided, oh come on, might as well get Quasar. He can go on my perch, but he was fun to fly too, I would say. It's gonna be my first double mythic season.
Awesome. I haven't had one
Feels
yet.
pretty fancy.
Maybe next season.
A lot of people went for both mythics in Lockjaw season, I believe, because of the 3 discounts. But I didn't feel like it.
I don't mean to say anything bad. That was the season I was the least physically attracted to. Bas-
A lot of people did not like the artwork.
That's what I was getting at, and I was trying not to say it in a poo-poo kind of way.
I think the artwork this season was pretty nice, though.
Oh,
Like,
this
the
I liked
artwork
last
has
season
really been
also.
stepped up. What was last season? I can't even remember.
The ones with Sepala and Calivor and Hueso.
Oh yeah.
Luzak
Hueso.
and Muerta. It was like the intro, like leading into this neon season.
Yeah. I have a question for you.
Okay.
I don't know if you follow the forums, but there is Team Chunk and there is Team Firefarter, or Firefin. I just call him Firefarter. Which team are you? Which one is cuter?
Oh my goodness. That's really hard because I missed out on Firefarter. So I don't have him.
I did too, but I'm Team Firefarter forever. If they resurrect him, I will condone resurrection.
Oh, I would get him in a heartbeat. I used to love
too.
sorcerers, and the whole reason I didn't get him. I'm all about getting cute festives. I'm all about it. And Hueso's on my perch because he's cute. Anyway, so that season was Namaka. So the season before that was my first mythic dragon, and I had saved the whole season prior to get my first mythic dragon. So Spring Blossom was the season I got my first mythic dragon. And then Namaka happened, and I was just like, oh my god, a new type of dragon. And I just knew it was going to be something so special that I had to do it. So literally, I was like super sigil chesting at the end still for Namaka, and there was just nothing left for Firefin. So I didn't even get his egg, which I totally regret. So
well, that is better than my reason. Okay, so I had sigils. I could have gotten Firefarter, not till the end, but a little bit of it. But inner logical person decided, okay, I will go with Scorpa instead because I have trouble with gold tier and platinum tier in assault, so it makes sense to go with utility. So I got Scorpa, and then later they made the assault bases easier.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's awesome
I
that
do
you do
love
that
Scorpa,
too.
though.
I always leave a nice event dragon in one of the tiers for dungeons or assault.
Oh my god, I'm gonna start ranting because assault just pisses me off. I don't do that. I have a lot of dragons in orange. I don't really have a lot of divines littered around, so I mostly use lineages, actually. And it pisses me off that assault has turned into whoever uses their unleveled mythic the first to finish the tiers is gonna end up first in that tier.
Aww.
I think it really reduces the skill involved, which is so discouraging for anyone to even compete. At some point, I got to 20th global in assault when I tried, but I just don't see the point in trying. This assault, actually, I think I ended up like top 5.
Oh my god.
Or maybe 6th for red tier. Complete accident because people asked me for videos for the last phases in red. So I ended up really high up because I tried. So I feel like I have the capability if I try, but I will get overshadowed by people that have freaking mythics, which is frustrating.
Mythics in like red and orange and whatever.
Orange and upwards, yeah.
That's...
For example, orange. I did it with a level 1 Colossid throughout. Unboosted. I still did not get top because mythics.
Wow.
It sucked. And Colossid had only 2 spells unlocked, so it's just frustrating.
I can't imagine leaving a mythic down that low.
I might do that with Quasar, just out of spite.
Wow, that's like a whole different level that I didn't think about.
Yeah, I want to hop on that filthy bandwagon at least once. But I gotta say, I'm really happy that Dracaron, regularly gets up there on the scoreboard because he's an amazing flyer. He deserves being up there in assault.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad somebody who deserves it is up there.
Yeah. I don't know many of the other flyers, so I can't comment, but I'm sure there are other great flyers too.
Well, I'm kind of out of questions. Do you guys have any more questions or comments you'd like either of us to answer? Or anything else that you want to say? Oh, my actual team?
No, I mean Team Chunk or Team Firefarter.
I'd probably go with Firefarter. I like the face, and I think the fart noises are so cute. And it's a sorcerer, which like I didn't either until did you show them in your video or was it?
I did a Battle of the Cuties video.
And it's like
with the farting noises. Yeah.
I totally saw your Battle of the Cuties video. It was awesome.
It is the most amazing sound ever.
Yeah, I would love for them to resurrect Firefarter.
Same.
And Axie. Do you like Axie? Are you an Axie fan?
I love Axie.
I love Axie.
Definitely love it. I supported it for a long time. I actually refused to fly Pathox for the longest time, even though I got him and he was my first mythic because I was flying Axie. I loved him.
I love
so many
Axie.
people made fun of me for using him, but I didn't care. I made him work.
I think he's still very viable, and who doesn't? I mean, the rainbow bubbles and like death by rainbows, like seriously freezing towers with rainbows.
The animation was great.
Yes.
I wish PG would make more spells like the rainbow stuff that's actually visible to people, because that's a common complaint by people of not being able to see the effect of the spell, so they don't know whether the duration is over or not, and then they just take a lot of damage and boop, dead.
Yep. Agree. Totally agree.
back in the day, there was also Kirin on Perch. So that glow with the rainbows was just a light explosion.
Joe wants to know, and maybe I can condense this question. How many 12-hour, 3-hour, and 1-hour speed-ups are needed for Fort at that level, like at your level? Or do you know like how many days of timers you have to have, like in total?
Tough question. So, okay, let me do some quick math. If let's see. Okay, so a max level tower with a 12% rider is around 36.5 days per level. So whenever there are 2 new tower levels that come out, and let's say you have a 15 tower base, you would need 1,100-ish days of timers to keep everything maxed. It is slightly more. Let's see. It's slightly more when there are 3 levels out. Yes, it is 1,650 to keep towers maxed if 3 levels are out. So probably in that ballpark. But others, like some people, myself included, do use more so we can keep expanding and stuff, but it does depend on the availability of timers you have. It also depends on what kind of milestone you're trying to hit. That's actually another tip I can throw in. I would always, always, always plan my fort so I don't let any points go to waste. I don't like going in blindly when it comes to fort.
So you use the fort planner.
Always, always. And another thing that has helped me score consistently high and build me out of really bad situations was leaving my farms be. I don't always max them anymore. I just leave them for a rainy day. Because if you think about it, farms don't have any kind of use other than extra resource gain. And let's be real, resources are very abundant. So you probably don't need those extra resources generated. You can just leave it behind for easy points on a rainy day when you'd really like to push for a mythic glyph or something of the sort.
Solid advice.
I mean,
multiple people were like, math. Oh my god.
I actually have advice for reading 2 that not everyone will agree with, but I believe in it. At least that's what I've been following.
Yeah, I mean, if it works for you, it's probably worth listening to.
So I think this addresses lower levels more. So I think a lot of lower levels tend to save their fragments till higher tiers so they can use them there, because unfortunately mystic fragments are really bad token per fragment value for lower tiers because of the tier-based discounting, which does suck. I agree. But here's the thing. You have 700,000 points in breeding. That amounts to 1,750 mystic fragments. So, in my opinion, use your fragments. Don't wait till endgame to use them, because if you keep piling up thousands upon thousands upon thousands of fragments, it'll take you forever to actually use them later on, and you'll have issues with hot eggs. And you could have gotten those points earlier on to give you more resources to progress faster. You could have also progressed faster breeding-wise. So, in my opinion, you would be really stunting your growth for, let's be real, a point you may never reach. I say that because some people may quit before reaching endgame. So I would say live a little. Maybe give yourself a limit of 1,000 to 2,000 fragments if you're saving, and spend whatever above that. But I wouldn't keep stockpiling crazy amounts that you may never use. I would use them right now to really progress, to really help you along.
Awesome. Rose says, just a comment on the arrays, talking about the cosmic arrays. She said she's seen some people put them in with the farms and lumber mills to speed up an attacker to try to keep them from killing those buildings. Do you feel like that is a good strategy?
My opinion. It's a waste, in my opinion. I would let it hit me so I can just get to the end base, especially in Atlas, sooner and shoot it down sooner. It can shave off like 2-3 seconds of my life, which could make a difference if I'm sniping or something.
Yeah, so in Atlas, that might not be the best idea.
Yeah, I would put it on mid-long. It looks to be the most effective place for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Because in anything you want to be fast, right? PvP islands, whatever. So speeding towards the farms is not good.
Yeah. If anything, especially in Atlas, there are a lot of people that early quit. So they might not even get to the farms. And if they do get to the farms, they're as good as dead. So I think it's a waste, if I'm honest.
Thank you. Thank you. Floney, do you have any questions? Oh. Floney's late.
Oh, hi, Floney.
Very late, sir.
I wish I could see the chat, but I would break my internet.
Yeah,
so.
that's okay.
Yeah.
People were just sharing where they're at with their breeding. Raymal said 2 more Empyrean dragons, then I'll be off to Abyssal tier, and I'm only 400. Trying to finish the series as fast as possible. Verdant before level 500.
Me.
What else is going on?
Would not stunt my growth. Because back in the day, Red used to have this guide.
Oh, yeah. The check-in.
Like, yeah. Yes, that one. And there was the extreme stuff that some people would stick to religiously. Which, yeah, back in the day, yeah, you would want to stick to it to some extent. But that has not been the case for the longest time. Overleveling is not an issue as much as it once was. So I would just level. As long as you have the Boulder Hut eggs and you're not like a 500 in Emerald tier, you're fine. It's okay if you're a little overleveled. And some tips coming to mind now. Please do not do merges or transformations with a massive experience deficit if you're not past the point of max level dragons, because you're still growing. You really should not put yourself in an experience rut like that, because it's tough getting out of there. So maybe save that to later on in your War Dragons journey.
Great idea. Floney, who is late to the party, he said, silver chests, were those explained? I think he's meaning sequencing, which, yes, we talked about. But is there anything specific you want to know about them? Okay.
Like, does he want to know the mechanic?
There is a delay on the stream, so it'll take a second.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 3 or 4 second delay.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, he said, I was just going to ask her to explain it.
Certainly. Okay. It is quite a mouthful to explain, so bear with me. So, silver chests are quite complicated because you actually have 8 different sequences within the silver chest itself. But I only concern myself with one, which is the legendary dragon runes. This is important because there's 2 classifications: dragon runes and monument runes. Dragon runes and only dragon runes are what matter for the mythic ammo. So a lot of people are often like, hey, I got, I don't know, a trebuchet striker, I got this, I got that, it's not on your sequence, where am I on the sequence, I got this. It has nothing to do with the sequence I put out. It is its own separate sequence that has 0 bearing whatsoever on what I put out. So if you get one of those, which is Striker runes or Mage HP runes, or now Ice Black HP runes. Just ignore it, keep going. So, okay. So basically, you get one legendary dragon rune every 101 chests in what I like to call the main sequence. And from bonus chests, they have a sequence as well. You get 2 legendary dragon runes every 600 chests. Some like to say 1 every 300, but I am a bit cautious when it comes to that because sometimes you could get, for example, the runes back to back. So it wouldn't quite be 1 every 300. Does that make any sense? Did I cut out?
No, you're here. You're here.
Okay.
It made sense to me, but I just want Floney to say if it made sense to him. I'm sure it does. He's a smart guy.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, since there are 24 runes in a legendary dragon sequence, that means that it is a maximum of 1,818 chests to guarantee a mythic ammo if you start in the worst possible position. Which is 18 runes from the main sequence and 6 from the bonus sequence. Of course, you likely won't need that many, but it's good to have as many as possible before attempting to go for silvers. So, first of all, sequences, they change every single event. So sequences I put out are only viable for that event and that event only. Please never refer to them again as a current sequence later on, because I often see people sharing screenshots of old sequences and I can't get to all those people to tell them that it is out of date. So some people do miss out on runes, unfortunately. What else? Right. The only thing you should maybe refer to is the position of runes, because that could really help you out. Say, for example, in one sequence you were position 10. You will stay position 10 until you get your next legendary dragon rune, and then you'll become position 11, etc. Which is super helpful to track where you are and gauge whether or not you should open chests to get the mythic ammo. Because, for example, if you're position 10 and a mythic ammo happens to be position 9, that means you're beyond that. You should be saving chests. However, if you're position 10 and the mythic ammo is position 11, you should open chests. You're gonna get it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for silver chests. One more thing with regards to sequences changing. The sequence does change every event, but it doesn't matter when you open it in a given event. Like, for example, if you open on Friday of Fight Pits, it's not going to give you different results to opening on Sunday of Fight Pits. It is the same sequence. Any question?
Any questions? Floney, thank you for that sub. Hello, Matthias. And hi, Kings. And then Floney says, makes sense. Joe says, is this position in an event? What do you mean, Joe? So to get a mythic ammo, it's only Fight Pits and Kingdom Wars,
yeah.
which now Kingdom Wars isn't going to exist. So will it move
So it's just Fight
to...
Pits.
Okay. And potentially
Fight
maybe will be in the new event, but maybe not.
I hope so. Actually, I don't know. Like, I kind of hope so, but I kind of don't.
So that it's
Because
even
of the
more
secret
special?
secret.
Oh, so you don't have to do it as
Yeah.
much? Oh my god.
Oh my god, like, a few times... When was it? A few sequences ago, I was on holiday.
Oh no!
When we got Fight Pits, people were hysterical on my thread.
Oh
to
my
say the
gosh.
least. And
This-
in my messages, I saw people sharing old sequences. People were sending a lot of screenshots, and I plan to try to work on it on my way to where I was going. It was a long drive, but unfortunately I got really motion sick, so I just had to put my phone away. I couldn't do it. Couldn't get to it till the next day, midday. By then people were very impatient. They really wanted sequence. I got it out though, even though it was on holiday, but gosh, it was a bit stressful not being able to get to people to reassure them while making my trip, because I often try to get it out as soon as possible because I know people really want to know where they are in the sequence. I often even stay up till 4 a.m. or something of the sort, my time, just to get something out. But yeah, it really depends on how much data people send me.
During the last fight pits, was the last fight pits when you had a holiday?
Yeah.
So
I think I even posted a couple pictures.
I started sequencing, and then I didn't get back around to it to even check to see if you had put anything out yet, because I am patient, right? And like I can wait days to like worry about if I need to do it again. Anyways, I opened like, I don't know, 150, 200 chests, and then the event was no more. No, but I didn't do the rest of the sequencing because the event was gone by the time I checked back in that day.
When was that?
You know, because they pulled the event.
Wait, Kingdom Wars. Was that Kingdom Wars?
Yeah.
Ah, Kingdom Wars. I think I did get the sequence out.
You probably did, but I wasn't like rushing for it, right? Because I was like, oh, I could just do it whenever. Because I like open chest on like Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah. Oh no. I actually wanted to open my own chests to get the Mythic Rages, but I didn't get around to it either because as GPF we were working closely with PG at the time to kind of address Kingdom Wars.
Yeah.
So I got so busy I didn't even open my chest, so I missed out on the Mythic Rages. It's not the end of the world.
Floney wants to know the most important question.
Oh.
I feel like I could already guess this, but just from our conversation that we've already had that Floney missed. He said, what sound does your favorite dragon make? I swear this isn't a setup. So is it the favorite sound?
He wants to listen to my excited screeching, doesn't he?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that is a total setup. I was thinking firefighter with the fart noises. For like the favorite sound.
I don't know how to make
farting noises.
noises.
Yeah, me either.
I think he wants to listen to the excited screeching, but I fear for your ears if I do that.
I know. Get ready to rip ears.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. There. Excited screeching. Is he satisfied?
He's like, do it. Someone clip it.
You can go back for the stream later. For that. He missed my potato.
You missed the potato, Floney. We had her on video, but it made audio like super laggy, so we took her off video.
Should I try to face reveal right now and show the potato with me?
Sure.
Should I?
Sure.
Okay. Are people ready for this?
Okay, hold on. Let me get my video ready.
Okay.
Discord.
Let me know when to turn it on.
Okay, we are so ready.
In 3, 2, 1. Everyone. Me and my potato. I can't believe I actually did this. I'm ridiculous. But yeah. Now you guys finally know my face. I have a face. I'm not an actual potato after all.
She has a beautiful face!
Thank you.
Yay!
And I didn't break the internet, but I feel like maybe I should turn it off just in case my internet goes badly again.
Okay, up to you.
Oh, it's fine with me either way.
Aw, lovely. Yay, you guys get to see her face!
Does anyone else have any other questions?
Yeah, do you guys have any more questions? Questions, comments, anything?
It's been fun though so far.
It's been super fun.
It is. Thank you for having me.
Floney says, oh, you're so welcome. Anytime, anytime. Floney says, you're a great ventriloquist. I almost thought you were not the potato.
Talent.
So talented.
But yeah, I don't know. A couple people suggested I should put on a potato or something and pretend that I'm the potato. So I went through the length of.
No, I love it. I love it.
With a crown, or I don't know. It was gonna be a bow, but I wasn't able to pull that off. So crown it is. Really bad crown.
Pep says, are you going to do this again?
Do you guys want to see me on stream again?
Yes, the answer is yes.
I'd be more than happy to do so. This has been really fun.
Totally. Everybody says yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. Yay!
Let me know.
We'll do.
Just let me know. This is definitely really fun. I'll be more than happy to pop on more than once.
Everyone's so yes.
Hey.
Aw. All right, well, if you guys don't have any more questions, I guess we can wrap it up for the day. Thank you so much for your time and all of your knowledge and all of your help and all that you do for our community. Yes, thank you,
Glad
thank
you guys enjoyed it. It was a pleasure.
Super pleasure. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. I am also saying goodbye to chat. Love you long time. And I will be back on tomorrow, $20 in-game giveaway, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern, which is event start time. See you guys tomorrow for fortification. And yeah, everybody have a great rest of your day. You too, Fiery. Inji, have a great rest of your day as well. Much love.
Bye, everyone.